Well, the long wait is over. The high school football season is back, and we have you covered with the best highlights in the game. Hello, everyone. I'm Dom Tiberi, and welcome to First and 10.
And I'm Adam King. Everywhere I looked tonight online, I saw pictures of the sun setting over football stadiums. You know what that means, Dom? It must be week one. And I'll tell you, with it, the game's delivering, including our game of the week.
Yeah, no question about that, my friend. We are talking about a Division I powerhouse in Pickerington Central hosting Division V powerhouse Harvest Prep. Harvest Prep, you know, they asked for this game feeling like they can play with anyone. Pick Central, a two-time state champion in Division I. Yeah, this is a special night for the Tigers as they open their brand new stadium. We'll pick this one up in the first quarter. It's Harvest Prep that gets on the board first. Check out Des Porter in for the touchdown. Extra point, no good. Warriors led 6-0. Tigers come back. Kawan Alexander able to get to the corner. A little bit of a mix-up, but he's clear sailing. 66 yards for the touchdown. The Tigers led 7-6, but Harvest Prep, they kept swinging. Check out Des Porter. He says, hey, if you can do it, I can do it. And he breaks free. That's a 65-yard touchdown. Try for two, no good. Warriors led 12-7 just before halftime. Pick Central comes back. Check out Gerald Banks. He breaks free.
Oh, wow.
Home run after home run. 63-yard touchdown. You know, at halftime, the Tigers led 14-12, but Harvest Prep pulls off the stunner, beating Pick Central 24-21. Congratulations to those Warriors on a huge, huge win.
What a start to the season. It's the Get Back Cats today. Revenge a year in the making. Jerome got the best of South week one last year. The Cats get him at home this time. You spend all offseason thinking about that first touchdown. No coach can dream this up. Nolan Peoples, a man of the peoples, finds Matty Giantonio 95 yards later. Number 80 has the best start to the season anyone could imagine. But South has an answer. Word of advice, don't get between Ian Gordon and the end zone. It does not end well. The Cats tie it up there 7-7. They add another score, and that's all they need. Westerville South gets the win in the opener, 14-7 over Dublin Jerome.
All right, Adam, right now we want to check in with the third member of our team.
Yeah, Nicole Sheeran making her first and 10 debut has two more games for us from Under the Lights.
Guys, fall is in the air, football is back, and our first Friday night Under the Lights did not disappoint. We start right here in Lewis Center for an Olentangy showdown, and the Patriots starting their season off hot in shutout fashion. It may have been a home game for the Braves, but Olentangy Liberty decided to crash the party. We pick things up in the third quarter here. Luke Chaliki under center, but Cameron Cole says, I don't think so. What a sack. And Patriots keep the shutout rolling. Direct snap to Jake Struck, lays that one in for 6, and Olentangy Liberty with a big win in Brave Country, 28-0 final. And head coach John Sansbury just really proud of his guys in game one.
Great start. We want to play that way all year. We played together, we played hard. A lot of experience coming back, and they're hungry.
Now let's head just 10 minutes down the road. Nina and Ryan Day in the house for that 2021 rematch. The Berlin Bears hosting St. Francis de Sales. Evanston Aiden with the handoff to his right-hand back. Aguilar Alejandro part the seas. That's a house call for the Bears, but Stallions, yeah, they answer right back. 3rd and 28 from the 30. You know what they say, like father, like son. RJ Day lets it fly downfield to Carson Kamrick. Sticky fingers, what a snag. DeSales now in the red zone. Day to Jonathan Brown here, the 1-2 punch. Brown trots this one in for 6, and Stallions tie it up at 7 at the half. But Berlin comes out on top in this one, 17-10 final from Delaware. Well, guys, two pretty great games to kick off my first Friday night under the lights. But I'm just pumped for the rest of the season. Out here on the sidelines, watching some high school football. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. But that's going to do it for me, so I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you so much, Nicole. Look forward to the rest of the season. You know, when we were reading the early schedule, this certainly makes one's ears perk up. Upper Arlington welcome defending champion Cleveland Granville, a golden opportunity for the Bears. These highlights, though, brought to you by defense. They say it wins championships. Lesson for teams this year, you're going to have to block James Wilcox. Snake eyes with the sack, but he was not done. Another stuff from up the gut. Here comes number 11, not letting Granville go anywhere. You know who would like a nice defensive battle? John Cooper. What do you know? He was in the building. 0-0 in the second half. Offensive touchdowns not allowed. The punt return here, and somebody wake up the scoreboard operator. 6-0 Cleveland. Granville takes the lead. UA would have one final chance late. The Hail Mary, close, but it falls to the ground. A 6-0 loss for Upper Arlington to start off the season.
All right, Adam, next up we head to Worthington. The Cardinals of Thomas Worthington hosting the Indians of Canal Winchester. Thomas Worthington, the band members there showing off their stuff. We'll pick this one up in the third quarter. Canal Winchester up 17-7. Thomas comes back. Greg Kegley goes to Ty Beagley for the 10-yard touchdown. Extra point no good, and it's a 17-13 game. But Canal comes back. Torian Brooks running hard into the end zone, 18 yards for the score. Canal led 24-13. Now in the fourth quarter, and it is more. Canal Winchester, it is more. Torian Brooks coming at you. Into the end zone he goes, another touchdown. Canal Winchester rolls 38-13. All right, Adam, that is 6 games down, but we are far from done when it comes to 1st and 10.
We have 4 more games to go, plus a truly special moment tonight at Gahanna Lincoln you won't want to miss. That's next. What a way to start the season. Both Mason and Gahanna players celebrating the touchdown as senior Davis White, who's the hydration manager, got a chance to score. Davis, who has Down syndrome, got to suit up today for the team. He's such a huge part of this Gahanna Lincoln squad. He smiled the whole time I was there, Dom. Did not stop smiling on the sideline. What a great moment.
Yeah, certainly a very cool moment at Gahanna tonight, and welcome back to 1st and 10.
Yeah, moments like that make high school football great, as do the big games. And Pickerington North delivering on that tonight, Dom.
Yeah, no question about that, my friend. And we will head back to Pickerington, as you said, Pickerington North. The Panthers hosting those Eagles of Lakewood St. Ed's, and this a big test for Pick North. You know, Lakewood St. Ed's winning the last 3 state titles in Division I. And we'll pick this one up in the second half. St. Ed's is up 14-0 and looking for more. But Pick North, the good defense here as Ryan Miller breaks up the pass in the end zone. Then a few plays later, Pick North defense again continuing to play well. Tyson Long with the nice interception, but they couldn't do anything with it later in the game. And St. Ed's driving again. This time they do find the end zone from 15 yards out. That made it a 21-0 game. And then the Eagles going to keep it going. Thomas Cassani goes to Mason, sack, touchdown. St. Ed's, well, there's a reason they're the 3-time defending state champs as they go on to win 28-0. Next up, we head to the City League. The Cowboys of West hosting the Punchers of Mifflin. Both of these teams looking for improvement. Look at that horse out there. Yeah. West was 1-9, Mifflin 2-8 a year ago. A lot of excitement, though, tonight. Opening kick, West Keontae Bailey takes it. I think he's going to bring it back. Just gets caught up there.
The fun.
Down around the 25. That'll set up the touchdown. Del Navon Bailey in for the score. That put West up, and the Cowboys going to keep it going. Del Navon Bailey. Another touchdown. How about this score, Adam? West rolls 58-8.
Ooh, that's quite a way to start the season. We're going to head to Grandview, where we find out what happens when a Bruin meets a Bobcat. The first half of this game, all Briggs. Down 12-0 to start the third quarter, but there is one way to grab momentum, Dom. You know what it is?
What is it?
Special teams. The punt blocked here, and Grandview going to celebrate a little bit, although they have these streamer thingies in the student section. They're not working.
Streamer
devastating.
thing.
It's not shooting off. Don't worry, you'll get another chance to celebrate because King Henry Olinger taking the defense with him as he gets the first down, and that sets up Jack Clifford to Will Sanzo. When there's a Will, there's a touchdown. The Bobcats score. More importantly, the streamer works this time, and the celebration is on because Grandview comes back. They get the win to start the season 28-12 over Briggs. Now Marion Franklin hosting Granville, and this just screams high school football. Look at the sky in the background, the band playing. It's perfect. You know what Blue Aces fans love, Dom? Theo Talbot. Look at this. It's looked like playing too much Madden here. Hits the spin move on the defense, and he is in to the end zone. We don't have top plays tonight, but I would like to nominate that as our top play. And then Grandview back on the ground here, trying to set up another big drive, and that is where Luke Sanchez gets the ball again, and he's going to find the end zone yet again. A dominant win for Granville, 47-12. We will be right back.
So high schools here, we're just 8 days away from the start of the Buckeye football season. That's when Ohio State will open a week from tomorrow against Akron.
Yeah, before they play the Zips, though, Dom, they're going to play each other tomorrow in a mock game in the Shoe. Fall camp done. Everything now is game week. And while the Buckeyes have stressed the importance of every rep, Ryan Day, he seems pretty happy, Dom, with everything they've done. They figured out the quarterback, figured out a lot of these starting jobs. Now all that's left to do is actually have a game week here.
Well, you get the feeling that they really want to play the game. They're really tired of hitting each other. Yeah. They have to get a lot done between now and week 6 when they have to go to Eugene, Oregon.
Can we get one game in before you get to week 6? Goodness gracious.
I'm just saying. He's Adam King. I'm Dom Tiberi for Nicole Sharon. We'll see you next week.